Right. 3, 2, 1, and we're rolling. How you doing, folks? Welcome back to episode 5 of my production diary. I try my best not to be too loud because people can hear me in my house talking and it's really embarrassing. So, today's episode is filled full of content, and it takes place during day 1 of the film shoot. So this is where all of the, momentum has peaked and we're finally lifting off and we're starting to create things. So this episode is quite long, but there's a lot of things I want to share with you, and there's plenty of wee moments here and there where some problems arose and you can see us trying to figure things out, but there's a bit of a lack of context. So I'm going to pop up in the bottom right screen where I find these wee moments where you may need a wee bit more explaining. So I'm going to pop up within the next 2 or 3 minutes and just guide you through the whole episode. Anyway, enjoy the episode and I will chat to you very, very soon. See you later. Okay, so I don't really have much time to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Basically, we flat out all day. Was flat out yesterday. Stressed out to the nines. I have to leave in 15 minutes to get the location, but I'm going to do a quick breakdown of what I've literally done today. So here we go. Okay, so morning started out with having to buy insurance for the audio equipment that I'm hiring out that I got gifted from the NI Short Film Devar, and NI Camera Hire provided me with a Zoom H6 with a microphone, boom pole, and then I've also got this here car mount. So on top of all that, I've got my own equipment to bring as well, which is all the behind the scenes stuff. Then I went to go and get some supplies. So you can see here I got Walker's Crisps, just for a bit of snacking while we're on set. Then we've got rope, which is a prop I'm using, tape, again another prop, and a torch as another prop. So those are the 3 main props. Wee bit of advice for future reference: buy all those separately. It looks a wee bit dodgy if you buy it all individually. I was lucky enough that I bought the tape last night, and then I bought the rope and the torch last minute today. So again, what else do I want to mention? Yeah, so Matt's birthday was yesterday, so I went and got him a gluten-free birthday cake because he's celiac, and then on top of that I've just got a couple of sandwiches in here. So I've got to organise all this for tonight's shoot, and then I have to leave in literally 10 minutes. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Over here, my equipment, my costume, and then we're over here. We've got the hired equipment, including the car mount, the audio equipment, and then I've got props. So I'm going to have to organise all this into one big bag or separate them individually so that I don't get them all mixed up. It's very important to keep organised whenever you're filming, and you know where everything is. On top of that, remember to test all equipment out. I've just come in and checked the hired H6 and found out the batteries are dead. So now I need to go to the shop on the way. Better me doing it at home than finding out on set. Right, I'll see you in just a wee second. Okay, so one last check. I've got the clapperboard, costume in there, along with some snacks and props. Then I've got the extension cord. I've got my own kit, which is this camera going into. Then I've got my own tripod, some lights. Then we've got audio equipment, car mount, food. Basically everything on my bed is coming with me. So it's very important to put things in front of you, and then don't lift it all at once. Take it out and do it in bits. Make sure you're organised. And then the other thing is whenever you're coming home to do the same, so that you don't leave anything behind. Right, I'll see you soon. Okay, so I don't know if the quality of this is going to be any good, but we're going to give it a go anyway. So I'm currently en route to location. It's pre-call was 6 p.m, but I've kind of pushed it now to about 6:20, 6:30. Had to call any batteries for the Zoom. Literally went through so much stress and strain today, having to organise everything, grab things last minute. Only just now am I feeling somewhat a bit of relief, and I can actually just say that it's in God's hands now if you want to get religious about it. But it's just got to the stage now where I'm like, right, here we go. I can now do this. All the stars have aligned, all the effort has been put in, and now it's just time to make a bit of magic. So we'll have to wait and see how this turns out, but I'm finally getting that little whoa, here we go feeling. So yeah, it's pretty dark in this, and it's probably going to be vertical screen and bars and all that jazz, but thought I would just input this into the wee production diary because I didn't think about doing this earlier. So anyway, quality's going to be probably through the roof regarding crap, and you might be able to hear the engine, but I don't really mind at the moment. I just want to get that that off my chest. So here we go, folks. This is where it all starts. I can finally... This is the thing, there's so much effort put into this, and I actually haven't considered what I have to do regarding acting or directing. Like, I find those two things fun at the moment. Everything else is what stresses me out, and it's the stipulations of it. So now the real hard work begins. But I'm over the moon so far with how it's going, and I've tried my best to tick all the boxes. So I will leave you to it. I'm rambling on here. See you later. So here we have the first problem of the night, and that was how to get the car mount onto the bonnet of the car safely without dropping any equipment. So we spent about 35 minutes to 40 minutes, and Matt explains it perfectly here. So a problem with something new that you've never used before always takes a lot longer than expected. And he was right. This took us about 45 minutes to figure out how to safely put the car mount together, and without damaging the car or risking his camera flying off. So we found out that one of the problems was that the bonnet was a wee bit dirty. So the plan was to clean the areas where we were going to put the suction cups on, and hopefully it would stick correctly. And it did in the end, but it did take 45 minutes to an hour just to try and experiment with all this. There's a lot of niggly bits, and we didn't want any chance of his camera flying off the camera or the car, because that would have been hell. So yeah, you gotta leave a wee bit of breathing space for these wee small things to happen. Nothing's ever going to run 100% smoothly, and whenever I was filming that night, my priority was to get this stuff out of the way as quickly as possible, because when we move on to the next couple of scenes, all we have to do is just stick the camera on a shoulder mount, and we've done that a million times before. Whereas this is all foreign, so you want to take the most difficult bits that you haven't done before and do them first, so that you can jump right into routine. So here's a bit of a close-up of the car mount and how it operates. But yeah, in the end we got it working, and it's a great bit of kit. Like, I wasn't really impressed that we could hire out this bit of equipment and bring it into the production. So this is us just going through the rehearsal and deciding where we're going to place the car and how much room we have to walk around the car to get different angles. In just a wee moment, we're going to have a bit of a briefing, so I'm going to probably fade out here and I'll let you see. But before I go, as you can see, we haven't actually got a lot of room to breathe regarding this shoot. It's very, very tight spaces, so we're going to go for tight angles. It's got that kind of claustrophobic kind of feel. As well as that, we've also got 2 external lights that we brought with us, and in this scene here you can see Matt is just trying to get the exposure correct for Mosa. He's using a light meter which gives him a reading using T-stops for a camera, and it'll give him an accurate reading of what T-stop to be shooting at. Stand in front of the light. Does that look too much?
What we need is another light, or we could just...
You know what? I got a better idea. You know what we'll do?
Just switch it.
No, don't touch it.
Don't front light us. It'll look like crap. We can side light us with this.
There we go.
Still super contrasty, but...
Better? Yeah, it's really good. Thank you. Okay, someone, most of you stay there just so I can get the focus. Make sure we're all in focus. Alright folks, welcome to the run. Here we go, day 1. Right, shot list. You've already figured out what, this is your language. So the way what we're going to do is...
Language is numbers.
Yeah, but it's your head, so we're going to use it. Basically the way it's going to work is we're going to do a full rehearsal at the moment. We don't need to use the car reverse at all, but I'm going to go through the whole stages. So essentially what happens is Mosa drives through. At this point, camera will be pointing this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
All shots need to be secured with camera pointing this way. Then we move on to the next scene. Camera moves when light moves. So the way it works is turnover. Lights are always pointing this way. We get all the shots pointing this way, and then we move
and then we do it again, and there's 4 of them, isn't there?
3. You're gonna have
3.
7.
Okay, 3. So continuity-wise, it doesn't match the script. Like you'd be like, why am I getting out of the car at this point? But it makes sense with the recording. Of the
Yeah, if
film.
we do this the way this is lined out, we'll hopefully save up all the time that we wasted trying to get the stupid car mark to work. So.
Exactly. So a lot of balls in the white at the moment, but this is where it all kind of flows now, and we can fine tune everything. If you've got any ideas, perk up. Like I need as much help as possible. I've got the shot list on my phone. We're just going to run through it. We're starting with the clamp.
Yeah. Get
Right.
that out of the
So
way.
once we get all the coverage, the clamp comes off, and then we're moving from priority of you in the car, and then me in the boot, and then we're moving on to the next turnover. Next turnover will be what way are the lights?
The light. So basically, move the lights as little as possible with each turnover.
Right.
So grab that light and move it up there.
Okay.
And then in the last turnover, grab that light and move it up there. So
Yeah.
only one light needs to move each turnover.
So it might not seem like it's making any sense. We'll do a couple of rehearsals, and then once we all get into the flow of it, fire a few ideas. We need to get continuity photos of me and you in full costume for Molly tomorrow. What else do we need just before we start? Anything else?
Might need to
Anything?
get sound of the car. Might need to get sound of the car.
Yeah, sound of the car. That's a wild track. So prioritize those 2 things, and then we'll move straight into camera.
And I need some feet warmers. for
Yeah,
those.
need feet warmers. Right. Okay. So all good. Any questions? He's excited.
Let's go!
Here we go.
Let's get it! Run.
Okay. Yeah.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. So, scene 1A, take 1 of run. Right, folks, just so you know, we need to step behind camera. My camera is a reference point for we need sound. Okay?
So this is where it all starts to kick off. I've done the clapper for the first shot, brought my camera back. My camera is now a reference point for everyone to hide behind. Mosh is gonna drive up in the car, and here we go, folks. There it is, locked and loaded. Let's go. This is so funny to look back on. It's just so weird. Here we go. This is the big moment where it all started.
Yeah. He's all set?
Yeah, I'll give him a light signal.
Right. Are you in frame? Is that camera still rolling? Probably. Yeah.
Yep.
Watch it not stand in the way. 3, 2, 1, action! So we're currently on our lunch break. We've just finished eating.
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
It's going.
Josh is still eating a wee bit.
Very good.
Matt, what do you think?
We literally have 2 shots done and it's been...
Well, the mount's nearly done. So,
Well, I've got 6 things done
yeah.
on my head.
What's the food like? Happy?
Yeah, pretty good.
Got lovely Rosemary making us chili.
The chili was unbelievable. Thank you.
So, James, you ready? Is the thing?
You can see it for now.
What are you doing?
Hear that dog?
So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, happy Happy birthday, Matthew. Happy birthday to you. Right. You gotta blow them out.
Right. That'll make you stop recording.
Oh, nearly.
Oh, oh.
Oh, come on.
Stubborn candle.
Very stubborn though.
Come on, man.
That's the most Matt thing ever.
3 attempts. Oh, man.
There we go.
You deserve
Hey. Sweet.
Okay, it's just my luck that I sat for 5 minutes there and I'm on the verge of sleep, and then my lav mic was slightly unplugged by like a centimetre, and all the stuff I just spoke about is now unusable. So I'm going to just quickly recap what I said with the little enthusiasm that I have left. So folks, that's officially the wrap on day 1/night 1 of run. It's currently like 20 to 4 a.m, so 3:40 a.m. on the 29th of November, and I just want to say thank you so much to Mosa, Matt, Josh, Rosemary and James. Those last two, you're absolute legends for letting us use the location and providing us with food and a warm house to go into after shooting in the cold. Most of you did an absolutely amazing job tonight, just being able to constantly go back and do the actions over and over again without showing too much frustration. I know I can be a pain in the neck sometimes, and thanks for putting up with me, basically. You did a really good job tonight, dude. Like, selling the whole performance, A-class like performance. Matt, we're on the same wavelength. We know exactly what we're going for, even though the shot list was like thrown out the window, and we just kind of went with our gut on this one. And then Josh, you know, coming on board last minute and then just absolutely owning it, like being able to give you all the equipment and you just, you know, boom boom boom, all set up, and I can just trust you with it. So folks, I am absolutely blessed and amazed by the amount of talent that I have surrounded myself with, and I'm so happy with how it worked out tonight, even though we didn't get everything we needed and we have to add stuff to tomorrow. We've learned a lot tonight, and the footage is looking crisp, clean, and to a very high standard that I'm happy with. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone for helping tonight, and I am very tired, so I may get a wee bit sentimental. I'm not going to cry, I promise. And I also don't want to wake up my family. It's like so early in the morning, and I just thought I would come on while I'm downloading all the footage onto my computer to backups. Like, I'm home now, what, 20 minutes, half an hour, and no, 40 minutes. I came home, I was out through the door for 3 a.m, and I'm still working away while everyone else is away to bed. I have to get this stuff backed up, make sure it's not lost, and then I am going to get myself some sleep. So folks, even though you think that, oh, it was a long night, I'm the first to arrive and the last to leave, but it's not always going to be like this. I can hopefully in the near future hand this off to someone else and they can do all those bits and bobs, but we'll get there. The stars are aligning. We'll get there eventually. So yeah, as I always say, just best way to learn is by doing it and throwing yourself into the deep end and hoping you can tread the water long enough that someone will come along and pull you out of it. So anyway, not gonna go on too much longer, and I've done a couple of bits and pieces behind the scenes, just sticking the tripod up, and hopefully we can cut bits and pieces. I'm going to try and get some more stills tomorrow, and I'm going to make some more Instagram stories, so I'll probably cut these into the video as well. But yeah, overall, great night. I can see myself even becoming more relaxed on set and enjoying it. Like, I really enjoyed acting in this one so far. Yeah, just gotta make these dreams come true by working. And that's so cheesy, but you gotta graft, you gotta make your own luck, and just keep working. I've got on my writing on my laptop, I've got this like black background that I made, and it's like, get on with it, you gab shite. Just keep going. Don't let the obstacles pull you down, and make no excuses to finish. Right, and on a high note, I gotta go do another patch download and do a backup, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So, as always, pleasure speaking to you. I love you and leave you. See you later. So, typical Liam forgets to mention the funniest part of the night. I fell down a shock. Shock stands for shouting muck. So whenever the scene is me pulling the key out, I turn and I run into the forest. And originally the plan was that I would just duck down and the camera wouldn't see me. Well, I take 2 steps too far and I am 4 feet under. To my left is a wall of just mud, shite, muck, and to my right a barbed wire fence. So I just kind of skimmed my hip on the way down, and yeah, tomorrow was the stunt night, not today. And by the way, did I mention that my hands were tied and I had duct tape wrapped around my head? So yeah, I couldn't help but laugh, but it was kind of scary considering it's pitch black and there's a barbed wire fence. Right, gonna love yous, gonna leave yous, and I will chat to yous tomorrow when I've had a bit of sleep. This is gonna be another 20 minutes before all this footage is downloaded, but again, it's all worth it. I'll see you in the morning, or in the evening, or at night. I'm gonna stop talking because I am so goddamn tired. Right. Adios, amigos.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, I just flipped.
Alright.